We have a horse in Bound for Home that I think is good enough for a Group 1.
Bound for Home, 100 metres to go.
She's fast, which is the most important thing. She's just been a dream to train. Probably about sort of 15, 16, that's when I knew I wanted to be a trainer, and it's probably a little bit of an odd job to want to do when you're 15 or 16. When you're born into a racing family, I think it's just always there for you. And luckily, I've always had blinkers on, and that's all I've ever wanted to do. I pleaded with my parents to leave school early and left at 16. I worked for Criquette Head in France. She's one of the great trainers in European racing, and learned a lot from her about just patience and that horses, they're not a machine and they don't just do everything you want when you want. She sort of pushed me on to America, where I worked for Todd Pletcher, leading trainer in America, and that was a great experience. Different style of racing, a lot of speed. And then from there, Aidan O'Brien, Johnston, and ended up in Australia, in Victoria with Lloyd Williams at Macedon. I think you're silly if you train one way. I think you need to be open-minded. Probably our style is a mixture of European, American, Australian. I moved to Ballarat because of the training centre, sadly not because of the weather. Still there. What we're looking for every morning is just, we're trying to find that the horse is working as they would normally. If they're a nervous horse, we would like to see them nervous on their toes, and if they're a relaxed horse, then we want to see them nice and relaxed. So they're creatures of habit, and we're just trying to keep them nice and relaxed and doing the same thing as they would normally. The main reason we train is for the horses. I like to be out here with the horses and get to know their things that make them tick and what they like and dislike, and then you just try and work with them. I think this year's Spring Carnival, Bound for Home would probably be our #1 horse.
Bound for Home and Echo High, Bound for Home is home.
You know, we've got big targets for her, and maybe the Coolmore Melbourne Cup week. Really happy with her. She's just had a light few days, and this morning was just a very routine canter. This better weather's really improved her, and I couldn't be happier. All good? No. She looks really happy, doesn't she? Just saying, slowly but surely that coat's coming through. She's just been a dream to train. She's fast, which is the most important thing. She's a really nice filly with just a quiet, laid-back personality, and I think that's probably what brings her a long way. When you've got a horse that's always stressed or is, losing their race before the race, that can be an issue. She's very chilled out and leaves it for when the gates open. As long as she keeps on improving and races well, she's a horse that might give us our Group 1. From a personal and a stable point of view, that's something we want to and we need to tick off.